Hello everyone. Thank you to the abandoned Harris Lounge and the press that's currently here. My name is Claudia De la Cruz, and I'm the presidential candidate for the Party for Socialism and Liberation, and I'll be speaking in representation of the party. I want to start by saying that the Democratic Party has not only been complicit, but it has been an investor, a collaborator in genocide, in the slaughter and displacement of thousands of Palestinians. Not only in the last 10 months, but in the last 76 years. And we need to sit and hold that truth as people in the belly of empire. And we must understand our historic responsibility to do something for the sake of humanity. We are here in total and utmost and proudly solidarity with the Palestinian people's right to liberation. Totally and completely. We understand that unless the occupation ends, genocide will continue to happen. We are here to march on the DNC to make it clear that whether the Democrats continue to occupy the White House post-elections, they have lost the people. And they will continue to lose the people for as long as they are committed to war and genocide. No, Kamala, we don't want Trump. We want to stop to genocide. We want to stop to terror. That the Biden and Harris administration has carried on because people seem to forget that Kamala Harris is the second in command. She's not coming in with a clean slate. She has a political record. And it seems like the Democrats would rather have Trump coming back to the White House than stop a genocide. They would want a Trump presidency and having an administration that brings in white supremacy, bigotry, and hatred, rather than stopping the slaughtering of babies, mothers, and families. That should tell us all we need to know about the Democratic Party. It is important for us to understand that the Democrats have waged war to people at home and abroad. And in fact, the genocide happening in Gaza is very much connected to the horrors that the working class and poor people in this country experience every day. The Biden-Harris administration are not only collaborating and investing in the slaughtering and starvation of the Palestinian people. They are not only pumping billions of dollars and weapons to genocide. It is the Harris-Biden administration that has brought us the cutting of a child tax credit that lifted children out of poverty and took us back to numbers prior to COVID. It has been under the Biden-Harris administration that corporations have squeezed the life out of working class and poor people in this country through price gouging. Forcing people to have to make the choice between eating and paying for medicine. It is the Biden-Harris administration that has had the executive power and have utilized it against immigrants. It is under the watch of the Democrats that there's been an increase in police violence and terror in our communities. Over 1,000 people were killed, civilians, in the streets of the United States by murderers called cops. It is under the Biden-Harris administration that cop cities are emerging all across this country to brutalize civilians. They are not innocent. And it's not only Biden, it's not only Blinken, and it's not only Harris. It is the institution of the Democratic Party. Yes. They are warmongers. They support terror. And they pay for it. The genocide in Gaza is not a single issue, Ms. Harris. This genocide is the biggest wake-up call to the world. And it is your deaf tone to our voices that will cost the demise of your party. The U.S. government administration know that their priority of waging war and killing civilians, either by genocide or by starvation, through poverty, displacement, or mass incarceration, be it in Palestine, or in the south side of Chicago, or in the South Bronx, or in Oak Ridge in Iowa. They must know that it's their complicity, their investment, their stubbornness and commitment to death and destruction that has led people to abandon them, because they abandoned the people first. It is important for us to sound the alarm as we march, to make it clear, crystal clear, that we're not going home after November 5th. That in fact, our movement will grow. And will continue to be strengthened. Because the sea of consciousness in this country has shifted. And the propaganda of the colonial state of Israel and the ruling class in the United States is not stronger than our will to free Palestine.
Free Palestine.